What's going on, guys? Loaded Logan here. I hate long intros, so let's get started. Batman Arkham Knight. What are we expecting? Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm expecting. First off, the Arkham Knight is not a robot, as you see in this picture here. He has on his right arm, as you can see, arm muscles, and his legs have cloth. So I don't think you'd put, that on a robot. He's got normal pants on, and if you watch the gameplay trailer, he moves like a normal person. So it's not, it's nothing. He's not a robot. I just wanted to clarify that. So let's start it off here. Hush, as the character you see here. He appears in the game Arkham City. He also appears in the game Arkham Asylum, but a very small role in Arkham Asylum. Here's a little backstory. Hush, his real name is Dr. Thomas Elliot. He's a supervillain in the comics, introduced in 2003. He is a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne. They used to play a Stratego, which is a strategy game where Hush actually explains to Bruce that you should think like your opponents to win, and that plays in later, so keep listening. Basically, Hush tries to kill his parents by cutting the brakes on their car, and he managed to kill his abusive father, which shows the psychiatric side of Hush, but basically his mother was saved by Bruce's dad, and that frustrated Hush, which gave him a motive. And then he was put into a psychiatric ward for beating up a kid at summer camp with Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne didn't beat him up, but he was with Bruce Wayne at summer camp. And guess who his psychiatric doctor at the psychiatric ward was? It was none other than Jonathan Crane, or Scarecrow. Now, that's from the comic books, not from the games, but hey, it's enough motive for me. Basically, after that, he is released by Jonathan Crane, or Scarecrow, becomes a surgeon, and he hates Bruce for getting his fortune, another motive, because Elliot was not given his fortune. But now let's talk a little bit about Scarecrow, as you see in this picture now. Basically, that is the fear toxin he uses to emit someone's greatest fears in their mind. It's strapped to his chest. He looks very different than his pictures in Arkham Asylum, but maybe he just got a makeover. He's a psychiatric doctor. His name is Jonathan Crane. He's the main villain announced in Arkham Knight by the gameplay trailer. It is also the final game, so I mean, it's got to have something real big involving him. Basically, he mentored Hush when Hush was a child, and my guess is that he saw Hush's psycho side and remembered it, and now they're working together is what I'm noticing. But here's my theory, and stick with me, folks, because this is where things get salty. Here's a picture of Toxin, the fear toxin. It was found in Hush's room in Batman Arkham City. It's basically a side mission where you go around finding people with missing skin from their faces, and eventually leads you to none other than Dr. Thomas Elliot's home. There are things all over Dr. Thomas Elliot's home, but the biggest thing for Easter eggs is definitely this fear can, meaning he is indeed working with Scarecrow. Now, another big piece is that they both work in Arkham Asylum. Now, I told you had a very small role in Arkham Asylum, which you will see right here. Now, Dr. Thomas Elliot is shown that he's working the double shift, and he's it shows he's on duty and things like that. It doesn't look like a whole lot. And no, Dr. Thomas Crane's name is never actually on here, or Jonathan Crane, my apologies, is never actually on here. You actually save those three doctors under Thomas Elliot's name, but actually in the game, you see that for Hush's character trophy, I believe is what it is, in Arkham Asylum. I haven't played the game in a while, but sorry, trying to leave out all the unnecessaries. Basically, let me get to what the importance of this is. Dr. Thomas Elliot is mentioned in Arkham Asylum, and whoa, what did I say before? Jonathan Crane works in Arkham Asylum, meaning they've been together, they have seen each other. Jonathan Crane works in Arkham Asylum and also raised Thomas Elliot. Thomas Elliot gets a job in Arkham Asylum. Put the pieces together yourself. I think that's what's going on. Back to the Fear Can picture. What I find significant about this is, why else would he have a Fear Can if he is not working with Scarecrow? I mean, they work together in the same place, so I mean, why does this not work? Why is this theory so bogus? Finally, the big put-together piece of the puzzle that ties Hush in is this picture right here. A picture of Bruce Wayne? No, that's Hush, actually. It's Dr. Thomas Elliot. In the end of the side mission for Dr. Thomas Elliot in Batman Arkham City, you notice He takes off his wrappings, and it's Bruce Wayne. He tries to mimic Bruce Wayne's face, and I quote, "Bruce Wayne, it took time, of course, to find the perfect donors, to graft on the flesh, and finally to lose myself in order to create this." Now, why is this important? Well, there's fear cans, he's coming to look like Bruce Wayne. He mimics Bruce Wayne's suit with the new picture, ba-bam, new to old, sort of. The Arkham Knight. He's mimicking his outfit, he's mimicking his face, he's got the fear toxin, so he's probably working with the main villain. Why does this not work? I've been Loaded Logan, I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching.